Hey guys, it's Victor here with my follow-up to the Harry Potter review and look at upcoming stuff. Spoilers, first of all, and second of all, I apologize for any machine sounds you might hear in the background. There's a bunch of stuff going on outside. Okay, so, Harry Potter. Like, a lot of this is just going to be re-saying what I said in the review, but with more details. It is, in some ways, the weakest movie. Just because it has so little plot. Basically, there's the thing where Harry has to get information out of an old man to get something, to learn something that I think Dumbledore already knew, so I don't know why that was imperative, so I don't know. And the other thing is basically, and the biggest fight is basically that gun/wand fight between Draco and Harry. And I don't know how he got away with that, because, whatever. And then, yeah, in the end, he just sits by and watches. Well, he watches Snape, but the only bad guys you see are the second string bad guys, and a few third and fourth string bad guys kill Dumbledore. That was really all that went on. Yeah, and I really don't know what is with that big beast man guy who was hanging around with Bellatrix Lestrange. Whatever. Nevertheless, as I said, it's the acting and the directing I failed to mention that really made this movie. Let's see. Yeah, one moment I really liked was getting to see Daniel Rathbone, or whatever his name is. Whatever, I don't know. Anyway, the guy who played Harry, getting to do, to be a little goofy for a while in there, which was very funny, and I have to imagine it was fun for him to do. His luck potion thing. I don't know why a luck potion would make you act kind of like an imbecile, but whatever. The one thing that really annoyed me throughout all this, and it always annoys me, in every single movie, is Ron. Ron and his subplot, in the first one he was okay, and then you have him mugging at spiders, and then you have him being an idiot at the dance, and all this. Now we have his whole subplot with the annoying girl, who is really, really annoying, way beyond the point of enjoying that. But whatever. Again. Otherwise, yeah, good. Yeah, and with the direction was good because he managed to keep the tension and the right emotions at the right time and make them flow. I mean, it wasn't just spooky, dramatic parts followed by slash, and then happy-go-lucky, funny part. It somehow flowed, and I don't know how it did in retrospect. One, especially, a good moment was that, okay, Harry is reaching down to get some water for Dumbledore. He reaches down, and basically what's going on is a bowstring is being pulled, and it's you know what's going to happen. There is no doubt of what is going to happen here, because you saw zombie hair floating in the water. You know something's gonna grab him, but he still managed to keep it the director managed to keep it so well with attention that it was like, the whole theater jumped in their seats. I could feel movement. So, kudos. One other thought, pardon me. One other thought is with Snape. I have, in advance, and so that's a problem. That he's not really killing Dumbledore because he's a bad guy. And so I have to wonder, did the actor manage to convey, or did the actor accidentally convey that? I can't even remember his name anymore, but the actor who played Snape, did you get the idea that, he could definitely be a villain here? Or did you automatically, or did it seem like he was playing the role he was going to be playing in the next book, the spy or whatever? I don't know if he did it successfully because I couldn't quite catch it. He's pretty good at subtlety. Oh, okay, so that pretty much covers it. I'm looking again at the outline. Now for some extras. Because I was basically doing this review immediately after seeing the movie at the midnight showing, as a cynical way of getting more views on my channel, and it succeeded to an odd degree. I got 130 views in the first 3 hours, and then it slowed down to its regular pace. I don't know who's checking for movie reviews at 4 o'clock in the morning. It really, yeah, and it was 4:30 I think when I finished, and 7 o'clock when I woke up because of my goddamn internal clock being unable to let me sleep past 8. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Okay. Because I did this so early, I also did some stuff in advance. I wrote the skeleton script, as I mentioned, but I also decided to film all the segments. But because I wanted to say something, you know, yay or nay or whatever at the end, I filmed 3 different endings. I ended up going with good. I'm going to show you the other 2. First, bad. Well, that's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I have to say, this one is the weakest in the series, and you're not going to get much out of it if you aren't a fan. There are some interesting parts, but you have to go through a lot of annoying filler just to get to those parts. Yeah. Well, this has been Victor with the Junkyard. Thanks for watching. Second, if it was mediocre. So that's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Altogether not a bad film, but unlike some of the previous films in the series, it doesn't stand alone very well. If you haven't watched the previous films and followed the story, you're not going to be able to get much out of this. Well, this has been Victor with the Junkyard. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. And as one other extra, see, as I said in the review, I checked the Harry Potter wiki for the whole story to this one so I could write the script and get a basic framework. And from that, I somehow came under the impression that Hagrid doesn't make an appearance in this book, and thus not in the movie. Well, he did. He didn't have a big part, but he still played a part. And so I had to get rid of this entire segment. He better be back in the last 2 films. I don't care if he even had a part in Deathly Hallows. They better find a way to fit him in, or I'm not watching. So yeah, that approach had its ups and downs. But, I don't know, I might still try it again with next time something big comes out. Just because it was actually kind of fun, I have to admit. In spite of the midnight showing crowd of Harry Potter freaks, that was fun. Well, on to upcoming stuff. The next thing that is coming out tomorrow, late, or Saturday maybe, is a review of The Knowing with a special guest reviewer. An in-chair next to me guest reviewer, which, okay, you're not going to recognize who it is, but it's still kind of cool to me. After that, let's see, I have a Let's Play. Yeah, that's one of those things where you basically watch me play a video game. Only I don't own a video gaming console, so we'll see how this turns out. I apologize in advance to Shred Ninja. Well, I'm being cryptic, yes. There's also the Leslie Nielsen retrospective, and a serious thought on religion and a religious concept that's been floating around. And after that, I have a very half-assed attempt at a comedic movie trailer, and the idea isn't so clever as to warrant anything other than a half-assed attempt, but you still might find it funny. So over the next week or 2, there should be some interesting stuff coming out from here. Hopefully you'll find it interesting. Meanwhile, have a good day, and thanks for watching, and I'll end this video with a odd philosophical question. Am I wearing the same shirt I wore during the review, or do I just own a closet full of identical shirts? The world may never know.